What's up, everyone? Kaiju no Kami from the Toku Animation News Network here, and I've got another box from Mill Creek to unbox. It's Mill Creek, which you know what that means, Ultraman. Now I will say, I have not made it through Ultraman Z yet. I've been kind of taking my sweet ass time on it. I've only done the first disc I have finished, which was the first 9 episodes. So I have many more to go. I ended up watching all of Black RX last week instead of Z. Don't know, I was just suddenly in the mood to watch RX. So, I did. Alright, let's open this up and see what we've got. Come on. If you did not see the announcement, Mill Creek has announced that they're doing The Adventures Begins in July, I think. I think it was July. And it's going to include both the old English language track, the new dub they did, and the Japanese track. Alright. We've got our usual. And we've got... Oh. Okay. Well, first we've got Ultraman Trigger and He-Man Revelation and Revolution. I'm assuming this is this the Netflix show? Doesn't look like the CGI one. So let's open this first so I can then do Ultraman last. So, you know, got to keep up the suspense because most of you are here for Ultraman. So let's do that last. This is kind of weird. Oh, it's a slipcase. Or a steelbook, I mean. Alright, so we've got our front cover here. I guess I'll show right now the back side because it looks like this is done for the back side. It's too bad this wasn't a sequel to the 2002 series. Instead of sequel to the Filmation series, I guess. Oh yeah. Comes the sequels to the 80s classic. Interesting. I've heard a lot of weird things about this series. So we've got one set of cover art here, which has Battle Armor He-Man, which is pretty awesome, and a bunch of characters I don't... Well, there's the Green Goddess. That's obviously got to be Hordak, Skeletor. I don't know who they are. And then we've got the back side that has, obviously, definitely Skeletor, Evil Lyn, Teela, Man-at-Arms, He-Man, Orko, Beastman. Pretty cool. Let's open it up. Okay, there is thankfully no discs falling out. We've got disc 1, disc 2, and disc 3. Let's see what is underneath here. I don't know actually. Do I want to risk breaking the disc to get them out of the hub? Okay, so we've got He-Man on that side of the tray. Doesn't say what episodes are on each disc. Maybe it does in the booklet. Alright, come on. Come on. Give me a moment here. Now I'm getting my fingerprints all over the discs trying to get this out. Alright, it doesn't want to come out. I really hate steelbooks. I actually broke Final Fantasy 12. Yeah, this... Maybe if I do it this way... There we go. And no disc was broken. Skeletor, which is what I kind of figured. And my fingerprints are all over this disc. Well, I'll worry about cleaning it later. So 3 discs. Let's see. So it came with a booklet, He-Man, And Skeletor, it actually looks like the same Skeletor that was on the back of in the Steelbook. So we've got Masters of the Universe Revelations, an epic conclusion love letter to fans of the original series. It starts right off where the original series ended. Well, obviously, because it's not like the original series had any actual plot going on, so you could have the series take place after any episode, and it would be just fine. So, Disc 1. Okay. So, Disc 1 has 5 episodes on it, which is called Revelations Part 1. Actually, we got Tila art there. Then we have Revelations Part 2, Disc 2, which is episodes 6 to 10. Descriptions, the Gutteret. Then Disc 3 is Revolution Part 3. And that is also only 5 episodes, episodes 11 to 15. Wait, did they change the name of the show? Like, halfway through? Huh. And we've got an image of Evelyn. That's interesting. They changed the name of the show partway through. And then we've got little character art. Revolution. Yep, Hordak Skeletech. So that's not Skeletor on that cover. It's Skeletech. Granamir. Motherboard. Orko. Wait, so that's Orko? Huh. Gwildor. Wow. So yeah, there's this character sheet. Interesting. Very interesting. Andra. Sorceress. Okay, Keldor. I wonder why they don't show Merman and some of the other ones. Grizzlor, Leech, all the cool ones. Anyway, so that is Masters of the Universe, Revelation, and Revolution. Weird that Revelation is 10 episodes and Revolution is 5 episodes. So let's see. Revelations. He-Man defeats Skeletor at a great cost in which all magic leaves the universe. A year later, Tila and Andra, now mercenaries, are on a quest to find magic relics, as Eternia will die without magic restored. They must journey to Subternia and Preternia to find the missing halves of the Sword of Power. Along the way, they reunite with friends, foes, and some unexpected familiar faces. So if Preternia is in it, does that mean King Grayskull's going to be in here? The battle for Castle Grayskull continues in Masters of the Universe Revolution, the epic follow-up to the hit series Revelation. In this new chapter is technology versus magic when He-Man and the heroic warriors face the forces of Skeletor. And something more. The return of the despot Hordak, the ruthless leader of the Horde. Seriously, it feels like they just ripped off the plot of the 2002 cartoon, but made it a sequel to the 80s cartoon. Lame. But anyway, cool. Eventually I'll check it out. But now what you've been waiting for, that I have upside down. Because you know what? That just is quite fitting for this series. Oh. Why do I have to watch this series again? I'm telling you though, I'm going to be taking my sweet ass time to get to this show. My sweet ass time. I mean, I've had Zet for a month now, and I haven't even touched more than the first disc, and I like that show. But alright. Ultraman Trigger. New Generation Tiga. Lies. But anyway, spine 1, backside, spine 2, Oops, I have that upside down. Alright. Let's see, we've got, for the villains, we've got Useless, Creeper, and more Useless. Okay. So this was the slipcase. Then we have the actual case that has a regular cover, spine again, and the backside. I do like the sunset shot. That's pretty cool. I think that's like the third time Mill Creek has done a sunset shot for their image, and it is awesome every time. Oh, and here are the smaller images. I will read this off shortly. Alright, let's open this up. No discs are falling out. Let's see. Contains a free playable card for the Ultraman card game. Let's see if that is true, because the last one, Zet, did not include a card. No card is included. What is going on, Mill Creek? Why do you keep listing that there are cards in the packaging when there are no actual cards involved? Kind of annoying. Alright, now this is thankfully 4 discs instead of having all, well, I guess the series is all crammed down to 3 discs still. But let me show you the interior art. Okay. Let's get this back in here. I mean, I am glad Mill Creek has sent me this, even though I am not looking forward to watching this series. But we've got Trigger, 1 to 9. We've got, let me flip these discs around. Or just pop them out and flip them. Okay. 10 to 18, 19 to 25, and 3 recap episodes. 3 frickin' recap episodes. Plus, I believe episode 13 was also a clip show. So this series had 4 clip show episodes. And then episode Z is disc 4. Now, I have no idea what episode Z is, other than that's obviously the Trigger movie. I have no idea why it's called. Well, I guess it's episode Z because Zet shows up. Alright, so we've got the booklet. Back is the same back that's been on like every release for the last forever. We've got Trigger in all his styles. Tiga. And yeah, lots of pictures for Zet. I don't know why they put every picture of Zet in here, but they did. Alright, so we have our villains and our monsters. Let's see. Tiga villain, so like a fusion. Nope. Yep. Nope. 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 Yep. So that's 1, 2, 3. Nope. 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 So 3 Tiga, actual Tiga villains. Not including the reincarnations of the beings from that Tiga movie that can't be released in the US. But yeah. Why even call it New Generation Tiga if you were only going to use 3 Tiga frickin' villains in the show? Like Gabila. Why Gabila? Why not use Geozark? Zark, whatever. Geozark. Why not use him as a Gabila? Why not have Girambo in here? Why not have, well, I could go on and on, but such garbage. All right, and then we have our episode descriptions. Ugh. Again, I am not looking forward to... Ugh. Oh, yes. The clip show. Yep, I was right. 13 is the clip show. And then we have that and the movie. Alright. But again, no card, even though it says contains a card. Alright, so the ultimate combo. All 25 episodes plus Ultraman Trigger Episode Z. Jesus, I'm just getting triggered thinking about this show. 30 million years ago, the world was plunged in darkness. That darkness was sealed deep in space by the Giant of Light. His power spent, he sleeps in a red star as time passes. While the terrestrial Peaceable Union TPU assembles the expert team Gut Select, Kengo Manaka lives peacefully on Mars as a botanist. By the way, it is kind of late while I'm recording this, so I'm kind of like half asleep, so I'm not reading things straight right now. My eyes are kind of like... This piece ends when the ancient civilization's darkness awakens and a monster attacks. After a chance encounter with Kengo, the sleeping Giant of Light is reborn. And then, Ultraman Trigger Episode Z. Or Zet. Maybe it's Zet because of Ultraman Zet in it. 2 years after the final battle, peace is shattered as monsters reappear and mysterious break-ins occur at the ultra-ancient ruins. Kengo Manaka faces a new threat. Evil Trigger. A giant of darkness. Now Kengo, Haruki, Gut Select, and Ignis must fight in the ultimate battle of light and shadow. Not chateau. Shadow. Wow. Ignis. Now I try to remember who Ignis was. Whatever. Ignis. Let me see something. Was he the... No. He was not. Alright, so that is Ultraman Trigger. And, oh, I should look, let's see. Only Japanese. So no English dub for this one. Movie, only Japanese. Interesting. So Zed had an English dub, Blazer had an English dub, but Trigger does not. Kind of weird. I thought everything from Zed onward had been dubbed. Whatever. But there you go. Ultraman Trigger, He-Man Revelations Revolution. Thumbnail. Alright. What did you think of Ultraman Trigger? Did you like it? Did it make you smile? Let me know in the comments. Click like, subscribe, the bell notification, whatever else you two guys are clicking on to support me. You can support me on Patreon and Bluesky at tokuaannetwork, Facebook, Instagram, Discord at Toku Kaiji no Kami. My website is creativitybydesign.lc.com. You can buy cool Kaiji no Kami merchandise at creativitybydesign.lc.com/shop. There's a link in the description below. There's also a link... It's also connected to YouTube directly. There's a GoFundMe that can be done to help keep the channel alive for another 10 years, which would be awesome, especially because now I have a medical bill I need to pay, which was over... Anyway, but yeah, so what did you think of this show? Have you not seen it yet? What did you think of this series? As I said, I know that there were a lot of people upset about it, but hey, you know what? I'm going to give it a try at some point. And I have a reason to now that I have a physical copy. So we'll see how it goes. It's just weird. It's only 15 episodes. Why is it only 15 episodes? I mean, 15 episodes, it will be a quick watch. So we'll see. But, alright. Decker is coming. I don't think Decker's been given an actual street date. I just know The Adventure Begins has been given a street date. And that's it for the time. So, until next time. Bye. That was weak.